Ahava blessings. Welcome to this episode of Embodying the Shahina. This podcast is here to support us and guide us during these times of accelerating, intense energies in order to integrate, embody, and remember our soul essence. I'm your host. My name is Aurea. I am an ordained Magdalene priestess, Reiki master, energy, and sound alchemist. Happy full moon. I know that this is a couple of days later than I would have liked to have released this, so I do ask for your patience. I just got back from pilgrimage and my husky decides he wants to play. I just got back from pilgrimage and I had awful allergies, sinuses going and flaring up during my entire trip. It was a very intense trip, and as with pilgrimages, it's very fitting that we have the full moon in Sagittarius, and I will go into how those play a role and intermingle together. So I was a bit under the weather, and I didn't want to have my voice be all jacked up when I was trying to share transmissions of this kind. So I do beg your indulgence on that. Happy full moon. This full moon is happening on Sunday, the 31st of May. It is happening at 4:46 in the morning, depending on the sources. Some say 4:44, some say 4:45, some say 4:46. We're going to go with 4:46, okay? In the morning, Eastern Standard Time. That would be 1:46 Pacific Coast. And for our friends in Central European Time, it would be 10:46 a.m. This moon is happening in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the opposite, the polarity of Gemini. We are in the lunar cycle of Gemini/Sivan. And this is the lunar cycle for divine union. And I'm going to go into what that is. Divine union, revelation, wisdom, sound vibration. It's a very mystical energy that we're working with. And this moon is happening at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. 9 is about cycles, endings, and new beginnings. 9 is about purification of the unconscious mind. It is creation before life. So before you were conceived, you were a spark of the divine in union with the divine. So it is creation before this physical experience. It is the subtle body, the priestess who transcends duality. This is about wisdom, intuition, spiritual awakening, working our bases, vision, and innovation. It is a very potent moon. Sagittarius is the archer, the centaur, half man, half horse. It is an energy of going for your dreams. It is an energy of deep, heightened spirituality and mysticism. Sagittarius is the truth seeker. Sagittarius is the energy that wants to figure out, is always seeking wisdom, is always seeking expansion, ruled by Jupiter, is always seeking that next level. It's like an endless hunger for expansion on a spiritual, mystical, soul evolution level. It is a fire sign, happy-go-lucky energy, abundance. It is an energy that wants to travel. It is an energy that can be restless. It is an energy of authenticity, of enthusiasm, and optimism. It is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Because Sagittarius, where Gemini is like the jack of all trades, the one that knows a little bit about everything. Sagittarius energy goes deep into the mystical deep wisdom, the esoteric, the unseen. Sagittarius goes deep into seeking truth and wisdom. So it's like the difference between a first grade level math and knowing calculus. That's the difference between the two. Both are very intellectual, but one is more like, oh, let me look here, let me look there, let me look there. Sagittarius is like, let me go here, let me go deep. But then in terms of travel, Sagittarius just wants to get all the codes from everywhere. Sagittarius has a hard time settling down because Sagittarius always feels they're going to be missing out something if they commit. So Sagittarius energy can be a little flighty in that way. But in the highest octave of it, it's an energy that's going to push you into receiving higher wisdom. And this is exactly what we need at this point, because that many people, they find something, they learn a little bit, and then they stay there. They don't actually go into the depths to see what are the roots of what I am choosing in this moment. And that's a problem, because if you don't know the roots, you don't know the true seed and kernel of the energy that you're working with. And considering the amount of distortion in the world, we need that deep Sagittarius energy to go deep into the wisdom and to go deeper than the surface level. Sagittarius to me is a lot like the water signs. The water signs are super deep, but they're very deep in an emotional, intuitive way. Sagittarius is deep on an intellectual level. They will know how to explain and how to ground mystical teachings in a very practical way, and that is important. It's a very powerful moon for illumination, for abundance. It's a powerful moon for seeking. Seek wisdom, express with authenticity. Express your voice. Express your heart. This month is about the bridal chamber. The bridal chamber is the chamber of the heart, where all polarities come into union, where you transcend duality. We're going over the Gospel of Philip, and I actually saw something that it didn't disturb me, but when I reflect upon it further, it is disturbing. I read that the Gospel of Philip, mind you, this is a Gnostic text. I read that the Gospel of Philip is, and this is why you should not get your information off of TikTok and Instagram and whatever's, okay? You need to go deep. I read that the bridal chamber is the womb, and this man who doesn't have a womb was explaining the importance of the womb and how the womb is the bridal chamber according to the Gospel of Philip. Nowhere in the Gospel of Philip did he say that the womb is the bridal chamber. But there was some nuggets of truth where you do need to understand that your womb is a portal and that it deserves respect. And you need to basically be very pure with your intentions as to what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because energies get mixed in the yesod, in the womb. And I commented, I was like, actually the bridal chamber is the heart. Because in the heart, you unify the upper world, the lower world, all the duality, and it's in the heart. And I didn't even bother to read what was responded, but I know that I incensed some women because I had seen the comments and a lot of women were like, yes, the womb. And I could sense how it came from that wounded feminine place, that place where the feminine has been so abused, so maligned, so ostracized, so abused that they feel that it is important to basically reclaim the honor of the feminine to the detriment of the masculine. And here's why I don't see the womb as the bridal chamber. I see the womb as a very powerful portal that deserves respect, and it is the threshold. It is the space where we filter all of the energies that are coming through our Tree of Life template are filtered through the Yesod, filtered through the waters of our creation. Now, the waters of our creation contain our karmas, our traumas, our lineage issues, our family stuff. They contain a lot. So if we're not purifying our waters of creation, what we create, what actually gets birthed into the Malchut, into the physical realm, is going to be distorted. And this is why the womb is not the bridal chamber, because the womb simply filters and works with what it has. And even if you have the purest energy in your womb, it's still a portal into the physical world. The heart is an interdimensional portal. The heart is the portal that unites not only the energies of the earth, but the heavenly energies. It unites all polarities. The heart has 4 chambers, or the human heart has 4 chambers. 4 is the number for grounding, for stability, for structure. So in order for us to, and also the womb, the physical womb, only exists in the feminine. The masculine have an energetic womb. So again, not a place where you can have both the masculine and feminine entering the bridal chamber in the womb. No. And again, it also comes from a place of distortion in your sexuality. If you hold on to outdated beliefs about your sexuality, or you've internalized the patriarchal belief that sex is dirty or that the body is dirty, it will manifest as you wanting to believe that the womb is the portal, the bridal chamber. But the heart is the bridal chamber, because it is in the heart, like I said, that all polarities are unified. It is in the heart that we align fully with our soul. It is not in the womb. The womb, if you look on the Tree of Life, the heart is in the center. The womb is at the bottom, obviously. And not at the bottom in a bad way. But it's just energetically, if you look at the Tree of Life, it makes no sense for the bridal chamber to be at the bottom. It makes sense for the bridal chamber to be at the center. The bridal chamber is where we dissolve all egoic illusions. The bridal chamber is where we let go and shed the layers of programs, of limitations, of belief systems. We shed the layers of who we think we are in order to enter the bridal chamber. So it's not the womb. That's it. That's my TED Talk. It's not the womb that we need to worry about. It's the heart. It is the heart that will align you with truth. It is the heart that will align you with your soul. It is the heart that will align you with your mission, with your destiny. It is the heart that will align you with your embodiment. It is the heart that will allow you to see clearly and to see through your own bullshit. Your own bullshit, because we all have it. When I first heard this video and I heard him speaking, I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. Anytime I think something sounds good, I go deeper, because I know very well that's my ego. My ego wants to be stroked And my ego wants to believe that, oh yeah, it's the feminine, it's the feminine. My ego wants to believe that. My higher self wants to shatter that illusion, because it's not the womb. And this is Sagittarius energy. And Sagittarius does have the pitfall of getting into the ego, but we're speaking about Sagittarius on a higher level of energy. So on this higher level of energy, of the Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius is that drive to want you to go in deeper than what your ego wants to go. Sagittarius makes you seek and look deeper. It makes you read with a clearer lens. Sagittarius energy is that energy of not just staying on the surface. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Oh yeah, that aligns with my wound, and that's like a band-aid on my wound of the patriarchy, and a band-aid to make me feel like oh yeah, the feminine needs to rise up. Yeah, that's the my ego, my wound needs that salve. So I'm going to align with that belief. That's not what we're doing anymore. We are now at a point in time where we have to be willing to go deeper. Go deeper than your wounds. Go deeper than your ego. Go deeper than the programs. Go deeper than the lineage. Go deeper than the karma. Go deeper than your traumas. Go deeper. Because we're not meant to stay surface right now. Surface is what will continue the separation. Surface is what will continue the devolution of humanity. Surface is what will keep us small and enslaved. That is what the surface level will do. The surface is meant to basically sound nice, but have absolutely zero substance. We're not here to do that. That is not what the ascension process is for. The ascension process is not for shaming, it's not for guilting, it's not for being in fear, it's not for repeating the same patterns, it's not for stroking our egos. It's not for stroking our egos. If something triggers you, you need to go deep and look as to why it triggers you. If something sounds nice and it sounds very soothing to you, you need to go deeper and figure out why that is so soothing to your soul. And then you need to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to go deeper, to look beyond, to find the wisdom that is hidden in whatever is happening in front of you. Because there is always wisdom. Always. And it's just like how they like to turn Mary Magdalene to a harlot, a sacred prostitute. She was never a prostitute, so therefore she could not have been a sacred prostitute. And it's basically the wounding of the feminine that wants their sexuality to be validated and honored that makes them believe that there is such a thing as sacred prostitution. It boggles my mind. But this is the world we live in. We live in a world where there are many teachers teaching a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of it sounds really good. It sounds really good to the ego, and it feels good to your ego until you scratch the surface, until you're actually willing to go deeper and to really see what it is in you that is being attracted to that. Then that's where the healing happens. That's where the expansion happens. That's where the growth happens. It's not when you hear something that's nice and soothing to your soul, and yeah, that's it. No, that's not it. We are here to go deeper. We are here to expand. We are here to grow. We are here to evolve. We are here to decimate the walls and the walls that are the traumas, the karmas, the limitations, the programs, the egoic beliefs. If it feels good to your soul, question it. If it feels bad to your soul, question it. If it feels good to your ego, question it. If it feels good to your soul, question it. Question everything. Go deeper. This is a powerful time to ask for wisdom. This is a powerful time to receive wisdom. And remember, you can only receive wisdom, I've said this before, if you have humility. Humility requires you to go beyond your ego. Humility requires that you allow yourself to be emptied of everything that you think is right, everything that you think is alignment, everything that you have been taught, everything that you have taken on. Humility requires you to lay yourself bare and open. That's how wisdom will find us. That's how wisdom will be poured into us and fill us. It is not through holding on to beliefs that feel good to your ego. It is not through holding on to things that you know aren't good for you. And this is also very important. Pilgrimages are an integral part of Sagittarius energy, as Sagittarius loves to travel, loves to immerse themselves in new cultures, new languages, new food, new everything. Sagittarius likes the new. If it's nice and shiny and looks and is far away, that's where they want to go. Phenomenal energy, because I must hold some of it in my birth chart. I just haven't figured out where, because I don't have any Sagittarius placements, but it's in there somewhere. Because I travel a lot and I love to travel. Pilgrimages are meant to lay you open and bare. That's what they're meant to do. They're not about pretty pictures, although you can have pretty pictures taken. They're not about, fluffy, kumbaya, holding hands. No. Pilgrimages will strip you bare. We must have a lot of compassion and a lot of hold people in a lot of grace who facilitate these spaces, because the amount of energy that it takes to hold a container is just, it's beyond me. Like I've held it before. I've watched my sisters do it, and I'm like, wow, you're amazing. And we must remember that different places in the world hold different codes. They hold keys. They hold memories. Keys and codes, I know some people don't like those words. Some people do. You're not going to please everyone, so it is what it is. These places that you are drawn to, they hold energy. They hold memories. They hold different. It's like, I see it like different sparks of light that come into your soul when you are in these spaces. And I've always been drawn to the Mediterranean. I've always been drawn to Greece, to France, to Spain. I'm Spanish, of course. I've been drawn to Spain. I've been drawn to the Greek Isles. I've been drawn to Cyprus, and Cyprus is where I was. These places, they hold ancient energy, and it's actually one of the things I dislike about the U.S. of how everything is so new, and there is such little regard for the ancient. Granted, we're a very relatively new country. So for me, going to ancient worship places, ancient temples that only the columns remain and some baths, going to ancient churches that were built 300 years, 400 years after the crucifixion. Going to these spaces for me is very powerful. And I feel the energy and the codes in the land, because the land also, different lands, different mountains, different forests, different waters hold different energy. Everything has a frequency. And this is why you receive different activations depending on where you are, and also depending on your level of consciousness. If your level of consciousness is low, and all you're doing is going there to just see and take pretty pictures, that's all you're going to get. because the land is not the guardians of the land. The guardian spirits, the guardian angels of these spaces will not give someone who is in their ego the same codes as someone who is really coming in true humility to be laid bare and to strip off layers of who they think they are. Those are two very distinct and different energies to approach a sacred space. Not saying one is better, one is not. It is where you are at. And wherever you're at is exactly where you need to be. However, we need to be aware that our level of consciousness affects what we receive. It affects our ability to be authentic. It affects our ability to see clearly, to perceive clearly, to have clarity in our emotions and our mind and our words. We have to become more aware. We have to employ better discernment. Discernment is key. This is why I went and I said, you have to be able to tell the difference between a belief system and something you're agreeing with because it feels good to your ego versus of whether it actually is good and has substance and has weight and depth to it. We must become more aware. This energy, also this moon, is in a trine with Neptune and Saturn. So spiritually and intellectually, we will be very, very stimulated. This is a very expansive and spontaneous energy. This energy is about taking brave initiative. What are you willing to take action on, even if you do not have physical evidence of it in the physical world yet? It's faith that wants movement, vision that demands embodiment, desire that doesn't wait for permission, self-discipline, and focused approach to achieving our goals. Trust your intuition. The moment something feels off, it's a no. And this I've learned through my own experience. Even in Cyprus, I'm like, no, this is a no. And it's a no. Like, that's just it. You know, you may try to phrase it nicely. You may try to put some ribbons on it and some glitter, but it's still a no. It's still a no. And this is the thing about pilgrimage. Going back to pilgrimage, it is a very powerful energy to go somewhere and to basically allow yourself. You go in with one intention, because my intention was to reboot my body and to relax. What I got was a complete opposite. What I got was a complete and total whoosh. Nope, we're upgrading your energy. And I was like, okay, I guess this is what's happening. We're upgrading my energy. We're upgrading your energy. And by the way, you're going to receive some clarity on this situation, and you're going to know that the divine has your back. And I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. But in order for that to happen, you have to be willing to be stripped bare. And I went with my intention, knowing full well that something completely different might happen. And I was just like, all right, bring it. Whatever happens, happens. And it was absolutely magical. And it definitely, it illuminated things that I will allow or not allow. It was like, okay, it's time to, you know the saying, blank and get off the pot. It's time to do that. So either you're doing this or you're not. We're not pussyfooting around. And it was very, but there's definitely certain energies, and I was able to see different frequencies, particularly when it comes to the health situation, the pandemic. I was able to see far deeper as to what all that was about and how it can impact someone. It was just really gnarly to see all of that. and how there are different layers of agendas that are playing out in the world. And it's all a trap if you allow it to be. If you allow yourself to buy into the stories that your power lays outside somewhere else, then you will fall for it. But your power, your sovereignty, is something that lies within you. It's not something external. And power is not a dirty word. Society has inverted it. Power is simply self-mastery. It's your ability to control yourself, your own impulses, your own egoic desires. You can say that you want love and you want deep and heartfelt love and connection. But if you're basically just going out and dispersing your sexual energy and allowing whomever to come into your sacred temple, what are you really telling the universe? You're telling the universe that your immediate egoic desires are worth more than what your soul truly wants for you. And this is what we all have to be careful about. Where do our desires come from? Where are they seated? Are they seated in our higher self, in the divine, in the part of us that is eternal and infinite and expansive and constantly in union with the divine? Or are they rooted in the mundane, in the programs, in the patterns that we are repeating? And then we wonder why we're repeating the same cycles. It's because you're choosing to act from a lower frequency as opposed to from your higher self. Your higher self is always in union with the divine. Your higher self is always guiding you. Your higher self always wants to speak to you, and it speaks through you in whispers, in symbols, in synchronicity. It speaks to you in your dreams. It speaks to you if you just shut the fuck up. Just be quiet. Sit still. Calm down. Stop doing. Stop going after it and thinking you have to be a boss, whatever. Sit in the silence. Sit in the stillness. And that is the most uncomfortable place to be, I know. But sometimes you just have to sit down. Sit down, shut the fuck up, open yourself to receive. Because it's the more that your egoic mind and the ego interfere with what you are receiving, the more you are going to create distortion in your life. And the more that what you birth into the world is going to be off. It's not going to be in alignment with what your soul signed up to do. And we're at a point where we are doing what our soul came here to do. This is what we're here to do. This is what we're here to align with. We're here to align with what your soul came here to do. And this moon is bringing that illumination. This moon is bringing that fire of Sagittarius to allow you to seek, to allow you to express authentically, to allow you to receive the wisdom, and to allow you to be stripped bare of who you think you are. Stripped bare of the layers, of the traumas, of the, oh, well, I think that this looks pretty, so, I'm going to, this sounds good, so I'm going to go with that. No, go deeper. This moon is about going into the depths and receiving the wisdom. We're going to go into Cancer season, which is my season. And Cancer is the season with absolutely zero protection from the infinite light of creation that is pouring into the world. So we want to be as pure and as sovereign and as embodied as possible as we go into Cancer season, because Cancer season can kick your ass. Just saying. Cancers are all soft and nurturing and, fluffy and oh, we love you so much and we nurture you so much. But Cancer, don't sleep on Cancer. Cancer is incredibly protective and loyal and will fight to the death. You don't want a Cancer as your enemy. You just don't. So for this, we want to illuminate the places where we are not showing up as ourselves, not expressing ourselves authentically, not seeking, not going deeper into the wisdom, just staying on what sounds good and what soothes our ego. If we are there, we need to go deeper. Because this year is gnarly, because energetically this year is really about who's going to be stripped, who's going to fall for the propaganda and for the narrative, and who's going to go deeper. This is spiritually, this is vibrational, energetic, quote unquote, warfare, because it is your frequency, and your frequency is what is going to attract certain things to you and how you're going to be able to hold certain energy. So you want to basically be doing your work. You don't want to just be staying in the surface and in the shallows. The shallows were good 15 years ago. The shallows ain't gonna cut it right now, because everyone is getting flooded with the wisdom, the waters of wisdom. And it's either you're going to be able to swim and receive those waters, or you're going to drown in those waters. And we don't want to drown in those waters. We want to be open. We want to be clear. We want to receive. We want to strip ourselves bare of what we think we know, how we think things are going to go work out. It doesn't matter if you're deeply intuitive like me or not. You may have an idea as to how things will happen, but that doesn't mean that that's the highest good. And as you make different choices in your life, things may align in a different way, because every choice we make aligns us with a different timeline. And maybe what you saw for yourself, it worked on the timeline you were at, but then you upgraded and did a few different things, and now there's a higher expression of what you have seen before, but you don't know what it is yet. So you have to trust. You have to trust and have faith that the highest expression that is in pure alignment with the highest evolution and expression of your soul is what is going to manifest, whether you can see the proof of it or not. Not the point. The point is to have faith in the divine that is working through you, because the divine is always working through us. Our spirit guides are always working with us. Always. They're always seeking to share their wisdom and their knowledge. And sometimes they'll play games and they'll tell you, well, we can't really give you that answer. Just go with it. Because you know what? Sometimes your human self doesn't need to know. This is why sometimes during a sound healing, you basically don't remember part of it. You fall asleep, you conk out. It's because your guides need to basically get your brain to turn off so they can truly go to work and do what needs to be done to align you to the highest frequency. And so use this energy, use this moon to allow yourself to see deeper, to perceive on a deeper, more expansive, more meaty level. No one likes a thin piece of, if you're hungry and you're truly like hungry, you don't want like a little scrap of whatever. You want like a big meaty portion. Like you want a proper serving. You don't want a little Michelin's 5-star portion that you need a microscope to see. You get my drift? So we want to be able to see and receive the fullness of our soul in this human form. And that is how we embody and bring down the celestial codes and frequencies into the physical world. And for that, we must be open. So take this time. Don't forget to listen to the sound activation. Allow this moon to illuminate where you need to strip yourself even more bare, to go into the depths, to allow yourself to receive deeper wisdom, and not just to stay on the surface level, with all the basic people. No offense to the basic people. Some people were born to be basic, and that's just what they're here to do. But if that's not you, then you need to go deeper. Use this energy to really fuel that fire to seek deeper wisdom. Have a blessed full moon, and I will see you in the next episodes. Ahava.